So I'm going to dismantle this priority valve. So this is for to give the brakes and power steering priority over any other hydraulic system on the tractor. The issue I was having was the arms weren't lifting unless you'd jerk the steering. So I have a feeling that there's something going on in here that might be just sticking. Something that could be dirt in it, or could be something wrong with it. So I'm just going to open it up and have a little look at it now anyway. So I'm going to attempt to open this on the back, but I want to check this and see what spring pressure is behind this. There could be a lot of spring pressure behind this. So I'm just going to give it a little push and see how much is on it. I'll know more then on how to open it. Yeah, it's a little bit, it's not crazy. So now I have to work out to try and get it off. So roll it out to the side here. Just enough room to get the clip out. Now, some pliers. So it's pretty straightforward. So just gently get it off. Obviously going to have some oil, spring. Nothing too abnormal looking there, except for probably needing a new O-ring. Might be able to sort that out. That O-ring looks pretty flat. So all it is a valve, a spring. So this controls this. It keeps the pressure on the top side and it relieves. So yep. So I just found something stuck in the valve. Well, you can see that. It's like a piece of wire stuck in the valve. Looks like a piece of a spring actually. But nonetheless, it's stuck in there, or shouldn't be in there anyway. That wouldn't be good at all. That'd be jamming the spool. So it's good to find that. So now we'll just take the other side off. Whether I'm looking in the right place or not for a problem, I had just a feeling that it was something to do with this, but I could still be wrong for the other problems. working. Let's go with the ring. The top of this unit might actually be sealed. I'm hoping to get into the spool so I can check it. Right. It's time to get the gun. Yeah. I think there's some dirt in here too. I like to find it, but I don't actually like to see that it's in there. There's a piece of dirt in here too. This kind of seemed to be just... it broke up once I touched it. Feeling there's not going to be much I can do with this because I can't open it. It's been sealed from the factory, so this is where it was machined. I can see a small pin in the back of it. There's no way of actually opening it, so I'm probably going to have to... I'll just push it up and down to put the valve seat back into it, and push it up and down manually. Clean it. And hope for the best that maybe that little piece of metal was going in and out, but I'm feeling it might not have been. Oh, I'm pushing the wrong way, so it actually comes the other way, so. I think. Yeah, I think once the pressure's on it, it actually goes the other way. Pushes that down. So maybe it would move out. I'll try and blow it out. Knock it out first, maybe. Oh, there we go. So here's our little spool. Looks okay. So I have a feeling that this was actually, that little bit of metal might have been jumping in and out of this spool, might have been making it stick. I don't know. Just have a look in there and see, can we see any damage? There's quite a bit of scoring on it, but I wouldn't mind that. As long as it was doing its job. I can see a mark on it where possibly that little bit of metal was rubbing it, so I have a feeling that might have been the problem. So we'll just give it a little clean. As I said before, this is just a degreaser solvent. It just evaporates. It's some people use brake cleaner. It's the same. It's virtually the same. It's pre-wipe degreaser, for mainly used for painting panels on cars, etc. It's a pre-wipe. It's very handy for these things. So you can clean things out properly. So yeah, so that's it. Hopefully maybe that was the problem. If it's not the problem, we'll keep looking, but I'll put this back together here now and we'll see if we can find any other issues somewhere else. Hopefully there's none. Push them back in. Just one bit at a time. I'll probably put this lower part of the valve back together first. Well, I'm actually going to have to have a look for an O-ring for this. So this has been set too, so I wouldn't be surprised actually if this needs shims, but this is shimmed here, so it's set at a certain pressure. So I wouldn't be surprised if that spring has lost tension over time. Them shims probably aren't sufficient. Most likely it would need to be even tighter, so I don't know. Just have to again, just have to try it and see what happens. As I say, as long as steering and brakes have priority, it doesn't really matter. So that's it back together. So I'm going to stick it back in the tractor and that'll do us.